Okay, in this example we're going to walk through a couple of neat little tricks that you can use the mini-freeze for on a larger scale show. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this particular switcher or switchers of this type. We have an 8 input, 2 out. Right now I have actually the secondary VGA output running to a projector and the 5-wire running into the mini-freeze. I have 2 screens set up here so we can see the original signal and then we can see the mini-freeze captured signal on the other screen. So as you can tell here on the input side of the mini-freeze, we're taking the 5-wire output of the switcher, and the other output is running to our secondary screen. And so we can just assume that in the real world scenario you might want to pass your signal directly from the mini-freeze to a DA or something, and if it's the last thing in the chain, you can freeze your signal, your presentation signal, at the end of, say, like a reception or dinner type event, and break down everything that's upstream of the mini-freeze and make your dismantle time quite a bit easier. So I'll wander around to the front here now and show you what this looks like on the screens. So as you can see, we have 2 screens. The image on the left is the unprocessed signal that's not passing through the mini-freeze, and the image on the right is going through the mini-freeze. And it's the last thing in the chain on the image on the right. So we'll go see. I'll engage the freeze. We'll go ahead and power down the switcher. So as you can see, the switcher is now powered down, and I'll pan back up here to the screens, and our image is still engaged. So at this point you could start taking out all your switcher and computers and everything, and the last thing you'll have to pick up at the end of the evening would be this little guy right here. So thank you for your attention. Here's another example. A big shout out to my friends at MediaStage for being gracious and generous enough to allow me to use some of their equipment for these demonstrations.